Pizza?
Pizza. Some, I don't know what that food is that you're trying to taste. Here, I think it's a... Oh, really? Really? My heart? Oh? Uh-oh. Diva! Thank you! You're awesome.
Latchkey Kid, everyone. Every cartoon. I watched everything, and I loved, I don't know, everything, Warner Brothers, Scooby-Doo, all that stuff growing up. I just loved it all. Has there been a reboot of Josie and the Pussycats?
No!
That should be something, right? Because that was one I loved for some reason. I don't know. No, it needs to happen. Let's make that happen. I don't know. Any writers out there? Let's make it happen. Who influenced you?
She's voice actor in China, so maybe you don't know her. But I like all Disney movies. I am inspired by them a lot. Yeah, thank you.
Not anyone like specific, because I feel like voice acting is so, there's so many different ways to take it. It really is. It's kind of who you're trying to know what role that you have at the moment. But going back to like what you said, just growing up and watching cartoons and just even doing funny, just like trying to imitate whoever you really liked and just doing and experimenting and having fun. I really just looked up to a lot of people that would do things out of the box that people wouldn't necessarily normally do, and that is kind of out of your comfort zone. So anybody that's willing to do that, I think, is one worth looking up to.
I wouldn't say that there was a moment where I went, ooh, I want to be a voice actor, but the first time I ever really clocked really good voiceover was Hellsing, which is my favorite anime. And then like Crispin, I was like, gosh, it's so good. And then I played one of my favorite franchises, Assassin's Creed 2 through Revelations specifically, and like hearing Roger as Ezio and Nolan North as Desmond, like I just like, this is all so incredible. And then BioShock was the other game. And then actually, funnily enough, like when I was in college and I was making my demos, or I was just sort of like, how does voiceover work? Like what is the thing that you, I referenced Naruto a lot. I was like, okay, I would listen to I'd like listen to Stephanie Sheh, like I'd be like, she's so bassy. How is she doing Hinata? Or like, how are you doing? I mean, obviously you kind of just sound like, I mean, you just do, but I was like, no, of course it is. Yeah, no, it's nothing. But I was like, I'm gonna beat Sasuke this time. How would I do that with my voice? But yeah, Naruto was a great, because there's such a gamut of characters. There's just so many. But yeah,
only one really important.
only one, and that's Naruto.
I think I'll also say it was probably Disney. I'm like Kimberly that I watched absolutely everything, and even now, I hardly watch anything that isn't animated. Like, people are like, do you watch Game of Thrones? Do you watch this? I'm like, I know what those are. But no, I don't really have time, so I love cartoons because you can watch them in brief, and they make me feel better after I see them, and I can go about the rest of my life. So, but Disney, man, I was around during like the good Disney Renaissance of all the amazing. So I grew up with The Little Mermaid, and then Beauty and the Beast, and then and on and on. And I think because I would probably pee my pants, and then I turn around and here she comes, like this glorious Disney princess coming down the escalator, and I was like, and people are like, are you gonna go talk to her? I'm like, no, I'm just not. They're like, you have to. I didn't pee my pants, but I did go and say hello, and I was so glad that I did. And she's like, my son loves anime, he's right here. And like her kids came to the convention that weekend, and she really inspires me, being a person of faith and also an actress, and she still inspires me to this day. Yeah. Thanks, Ariel.
Why? There's so many better, substance and other lines. I feel like you could choose like that.
It's like one of my favorites.
I want to hear more Barbie.
I just want Barbie to say things. What else does Barbie love?
Wow, well, that's a really good question. I love puppies, and I love kitties, and I love sweaters.
Diet Coke.
And I love Diet Coke, yeah.
No, when I was doing the Barbie, the talking Barbie doll, it was like,
Oh, your favorite color is blue? That's awesome. Oh, your favorite color is black? That's awesome. Going through every single color.
Chartreuse? That's awesome. I feel like I can maybe remember a show that I feel is underrated, but trying to remember a line is more difficult, especially because in voiceover, and even more so in anime, we don't have to memorize anything. And in anime, we don't have like table reads with the cast. Most of the time, you're just doing the line, hopefully once only. And if it fits, you don't have to do it again.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's hard to remember lines, especially from things that are shows that kind of flew under the radar. But I did a show a while back called Fractal. I don't know if anybody has seen this thing. I think it's by Kyoto Animation or maybe A1, one of the really beautiful animation companies. Anywho, check it out. And I play a character called Fryn, and it's just a really beautiful and sad kind of story. So if you like those kinds, check it out.
Well, in the mall episode, I don't know if anyone remembers the mall episode. I play like, I don't get to go, Allura doesn't get to go to the mall. But
Rude.
I
This
play,
is
I
wrong.
know, why? But I play a clerk, and she's just like, she's kind of out of it. She doesn't want to be there. And she's just like, I don't get it. That's like one of the lines. No one, I don't think anyone knew that was me, but that was kind of fun. So that's an underrated line. But anyway. Anyone else?
Oh, it is? I have the power again.
Once again.
You, right there, because you've been trying so hard. And it was with your face. It was like, pick me. Oh, wow, cool jacket.
My question was, like, how do you, like, this one might have been asked in the last one too, but how did you, like, come to maybe your, like, she used to say, like, you know, this person is this, how do you come to identify and say, like, you know what, this character is based out like this, because you guys have, like, such a range of, like, you know, like you're saying, anime, huge range of, like, different styles and ways to do it, so how do you approach that?
You mean when you're auditioning or when you're like in the booth doing stuff? Well, if it's creating a voice, it's up to me. I mean, anime especially has like specific tropes. Actually, I would say animation too. Like I put things at, hello? Oh God. I think at a category. Yeah, I mean, I kind of, at this point in the game, it's like, I just kind of feel it out and go, okay, I'm doing this, like, this is how I feel that this character should be voiced. But if you get in the booth, you work that out with the producers and the director and everything. Like, if you're doing a show and they go, like, for animated series and anime, they'll be like, all right, we have 5 incidentals for you to do. They go, what does she sound like? And then I'll do it, and then they'll go, a little older, a little younger, a little taller, whatever. And then you figure it out that way. So yeah, it's a very instinctual thing at this point. But when I was young, when I first started, I would like print all the sides out and I would go through everything.
That was a great question, by the way. Yeah, I mean, I just have my bag of tricks, I guess I like to call it. And I'm always excited when I get to play other characters in a show that I'm a regular character on, because it's just, I don't know, it's just fun and you're really into it, It's a little bit more challenging when you're a guest star on a show. Like, for Jasper, for instance, I had never even seen Steven Universe, and I had no idea anything about the show. I was like, gems, I don't get it, I don't understand what's happening. And then Rebecca she's such a great writer, you guys know, and storyteller, and she's so specific, and she directs the episodes, and she's really cute, she's very shy. And she was just excellent at telling me what she really wanted for that character. So like they were saying, you just kind of work it out in the booth with the director, and plus you've auditioned, like we were saying before, so you kind of have an idea already of the ballpark of what the character is that they want, and then you just fine tune it when you get in there.
It helps to be a student of the medium that you're working in. Anime, as Erica has mentioned, and as you mentioned, it's quite specific what the vocal, I don't like the word stereotype, let's say archetypes are for the character types. So I can always tell when an actor's coming in and they're an actor but they've never done anime before. because to them, they're reading the very brief description about the characters, and they have a completely different idea of what this 17-year-old kid should be or something like that. But someone who's either done a lot of anime or seen a lot of anime understands as soon as they see the character, and like she's small and she's got purple hair and dragon horns and a pink dress, so she's gonna be like real high-pitched and kind of cute. And so you start there. You understand this one is the nerdy one, this is the tomboy one, this is the strong silent type, etc. And go from there. Sorry about the mic
No worries.
situation.
I just wanted to say, I always think when I think of if I'm doing a bunch of incidentals or if I'm doing an anime, I think down, up, out. It's either gonna be like this or somewhere around that. It's gonna be like this or it's gonna be like this. Those are the three, and you can you can finagle all you want within those three. But for me, like, where it started for every anime or JRPG.
Cool. We don't even know whose turn it is. Me? Oh gosh, way over here with cat paws. Embarrassing moments. You don't have a good mind.
That's all right. I don't know about you, but I spent 2 hours having chronic diarrhea and vocalizing that. In addition, my very first audition in Los Angeles was for a voiceover. I got paired up with this gentleman who I did not know and was told to go into a closet-like booth and improvise making whoopee. That was awkward, to say the least. Did I get it? No, I did not.